Steve the Amateur Historian.
So this is 130th and Salmon, and right up yonder, turning down 130th, is David Douglas High School, which I've passed by a couple of times of vlogging. I've just been kind of like, oh, hey, is this a one-way? No, it's not. They just stopped lining it. Anyway, so I've passed it by. And what the heck, I've got about 20 minutes of sunlight left. Well, 20 minutes before sunsets, about 40 minutes of sunlight. So I figure I'll circle around there and probably start heading for home. So I'm on the other side of 122nd before the darkness is here. Is this even part of the school? I don't know. Do not enter. Yeah, but that's for cars. You know what? I'm entering. Live by my own standards, which are clearly low. So, DDHS, David Douglas High School. If I'm correct, still the largest, at least population-wise, high school in the state of Oregon. Now, that may have changed. I've been out of high school for a long time, and I haven't checked the info in a long time. But last I checked, David Douglas was way ahead in terms of how many students they had next to the second and third and fourth most populated high schools. So a lot of people have gone to high school here. When I started at the theater I worked at, half the people I worked with went to high school here, even though the theater I work at is several miles that direction, and yet most of the people that worked there knew each other socially because they went to school here. My girlfriend went here for a little while. My dad went here. The actor Sam Elliot went here. And I think, as I mentioned in another video I did, that the infamous Starbucks Karen down in San Diego, according to Wikipedia, which, take that with a grain of salt, she went to high school here randomly. I'm sure they're very proud of that here. It's also kind of regarded as a kind of sketchy school. One of those schools where even the people who go here, everybody I've known who's actually gone to school here says it's pretty ghetto. And I mean, I live generally in the area. I only live 20 blocks from here, but I can kind of get what they're saying. What is it? Okay, DD obviously means David Douglas. Wait, what? Do they have a train? Or I've never seen this before. Those are really wide tracks. Is this a trolley thing that they had go around? I'm very curious about this now. We have history. I wasn't expecting to find. And then the train tracks just kind of disappear into the grass of this old field. This is cool. There's some kind of vehicle in here. What is in here? It looks like a van, but I guess it's a van equipped with, if I can get you to focus. No, it's not cooperating. But yeah, it looks like it's like a van type vehicle, but it's got railroad tires. Yeah, I'll be damned. So that's what DDX means. I guess that's the David Douglas Crossing probably is what it means. I don't know. And then it just, but the tracks only go 30, 40 feet out, and then they just slowly disappear into the earth. Well, I guess they periodically pop out again. They're just barely below the surface. So I'm guessing that ride hasn't been used in a while. But yeah, I wonder if they just had a train thing that went around the campus. I don't know. You tell me, David Douglas people. I don't know this school like the back of my hand. Just gonna go check out these dugouts, but there's someone sitting over there in the corner, so I don't know about that. Oh, this grass is very, I don't know, it's like mushy, but it's also like hard. It's very interesting. This is kind of a cool relic. This is like really old field goal post. I still got that David Douglas red. I went here in 68. Actually, my dad went here in 68. I think that's when he started high school here. And I bled David Douglas red. Yeah, this is kind of cool. I wonder if this seems too far removed and there's nowhere for grandstands, so I doubt this was like the original field they used for football, but I don't know, maybe it was. Because these are, it's not just that the paint's chipping away and they seem unused, but it's like this structure, like most high schools kind of stopped using this several years ago. So it's interesting. I don't know. Again, I don't know the history of this place. I'm just doing a walkthrough and just finding what I find, like basketball backboards with no buckets on them. Where are your buckets? Bring me your buckets. So this is like the slightly more newer section of the campus, because you know you gotta keep expanding when you got so many damn kids. So I don't know, I'm guessing this leads out. All of a sudden we're just kind of getting rammed into residential area. Oh yeah, and I guess, yeah, there's more over here. So I guess the campus is a little bit bigger than previously thought. Yeah, so you can exit out that way. If I'm doing this like a tour, you can go out this way if you please. Social studies hall closed during lunch. Does that mean the school's actually open? Because they've got that wear a face mask if you're coming in here. I'm like, why are people even coming in here? Like, we do not need to be doing in-person school right now. We really don't. Ah, good. I was gonna go all the way to the end, but I'm wrapping back around because it honestly looks like there's like a drug deal going down over here. I don't know if that's what it is, but whenever you see two people in cars acting suspiciously and they're all kind of leaning in close to each other and hiding themselves, which is kind of how it looked to me, yeah, you want to get out. So I'm on the other side of the campus from everything else, and this big old tennis thing. I think this is another, this looks like maybe another section that railroad went through. I don't know. That's just kind of, or it's just a covering, like a carport. Oh yeah, I think this thing just wraps around. It's just a cover. That's actually pretty cool to have for a campus that's got buildings over here and then buildings over there. If it's raining, you can just walk under this all the way to the other side. These DDXs are still here though, so I'm wondering if maybe at some time like this was just covering for that train thing. Because this goes like a really long ways. It wraps all the way down there. And then this is just kind of, I guess this makes sense. You don't want the locals schlepping onto your property. Now I'm just trying to get my way out of here by not going the same way I went in. I'm pretty sure I can get out down here somewhere, I would think. Oh my God. If there were walls here, this would just be bizarre. It would just be like the longest hallway I've ever seen in my life. My God. Does it ever end? You tell me. Stop. This entrance is not open. That's what a sign says. Yeah, so I guess, yeah, this high school actually is pretty big. I didn't realize there was this much more over here. Oh, and there's more over there. Whew, there's a lot. There's a lot to take in. Stop. This entrance is not open. get to the end of this thing, I want to turn and look back to see the whole length of this thing as it is going back that way. Yeah, I remember, I should be able to get out this way because I remember coming through this way with one of them Lime scooters once. This entrance is not open either. God, it's so sketchy when they leave just a few lights on. The days of usual high school have come and gone. Geez, we finally made it to the end of this son of a bitch. And from here, my God, it goes on so far. It literally goes up and then goes down and then just wraps around there. So yeah, in all fairness, a bigger campus than I initially wanted to give it credit for. Oh, thank God this wasn't up when I had that Lime scooter. I was riding through here at night. I would have went right into this thing, thrown my face right into this damn concrete here. This building looks beaten up. It almost looks like it has like fire damage on it. I think that's just something else. I don't know what that is. Maybe some old, maybe it's just somebody re-welded it or something. From a distance, it just looked like it was just fire damage. It looks a lot more beaten up than other buildings here. I'm like, do they even use this thing anymore? Calm down, Pooch. I'm just a kind passing citizen. Yeah, so I think the sun is gonna set in about, or at least be officially set in about 5 minutes. So I'm gonna head on out. Is this the cafeteria? Or, oh no, this is the F is this? David Douglas aficionados, you tell me. I have no clue what this, they got like wood wrapped around the middle of it. There's a bunch of desks left over here. I thought maybe this was like a cafeteria. I don't know, it looks like just some kind of assembly hall thing. Ask a question and get an answer. Man, I should have known that. That's why there's a big thing cordoned off in there. It's the swimming pool. It's dark, but it's the office leading to the pool. It's all like cleared out looking. And yeah, you'd go through this little doorway in the middle, and I'm guessing, again, that thing that's boarded up was the pool area. I should have known that. I remember my friend coming here to either pick up or drop off his sister who went to school here. And it was specifically swim team related. I've literally been right in front of this damn building before. Just didn't recognize it on the other side. Bon voyage, David Douglas. It was a pleasure. I actually saw some interesting things I didn't know were here. All right, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that little video I threw together. One of my many little encounters I have while I'm out exploring. You know, I like to bring you anything I can that might be of any, you know, slight interest or extreme interest. I don't know. So thanks again for watching. Remember, as always, to like, share, subscribe, hit up my Patreon if you want to help me out that way. All these things help me continue to be able to do what it is that I do. And the link to my Patreon is in the description, as well as the link to my Instagram and my Facebook pages closely related to my channel. All that said, till next time, this has been Steve the Amateur Historian.